What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Work Knife Balance. We got a little bit of an unpackaging to do today. Before we get too far into that, I want to go ahead and say thank you to anybody who's already liked and subscribed. If you haven't, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. You can also head over to Instagram, like us at Work Knife Balance 939. It's a great way to communicate with us. Let us know what you want to see, what you don't want to see, what you like, what you don't like, all that jazz. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to be using the Kaiser Veritas today as our unpackaging knife. You can go ahead and go right through the top here. I think there are two knives in here, along with some packing peanuts, it looks like. Oh, hey, that's a nice, there's a Takom. Yeah. And, oh, I did not realize that was so small, that Best Tech. Alright, cool. Oh, hey, and here is I think this is the paperwork for the Takom, or maybe it's a description. This is our newest release, the Grunt. Oh, so this is the Takom. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll hold this stuff to the side for the actual video. We'll just kind of do the unboxing stuff, first impressions right now. But let's start with the little guy. So this one over to the side right here. So this is a Best Tech Knives. I don't know if that's supposed to be Chi-Chi, Wee-Wee, QQ, but this is a Best Tech Knives QU. This thing is small, like really small. That box actually feels pretty good. That's just good packaging. All right, let's look at this. There is a button. So I'm assuming this is an out the side auto? No? Is it a... Well. So is it gravity? Is it a gravity button? How do I... Is there an easier way to deploy it, or just... Yeah, not a fan of that, if that's what it is. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. But this is a 14C28 Go-Go. Yeah, I don't know if that's... Unless it's just not working right. It feels... I mean, I really like the milling. I will say I really like the milling. I think that's kind of cool. But other than that, I don't know if this is actually how it's supposed to operate. I mean, that was pretty slick there, I guess. Maybe it's just depending upon the angle how you do it, because held like this, it just goes right out easily. So maybe I just had it wrong initially. I don't want to put anything on this side though, because that looks like that's where it's shooting out if it does shoot out, but I'm not seeing anything other than this button, and that button isn't like, it's not an auto, so it is just kind of holding it down. You can push the button and then it'll open up like that. Nice little spear tip. It's a cute little knife. Looks like it is only sharp on one side. Cute little knife there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and set that to the side. The Best Tech QQ. And then this one is an auto, I believe. Yes. And this one I'm really excited about. I really like the way it looks. I think it's pretty slick. This feels fantastic right off the bat. And I've been really excited about Takom. Some of the stuff that Takom's put out has been fantastic. They've had some really cool OTFs that I've been able to get on the channel and take a look at. I'm not a huge OTF fan, but I've really liked some of the stuff that Takom does with their OTFs. Primarily, this button that they use to actuate it is probably one of the most comfortable buttons out there. I really like the Hogue Counter-Strike button, obviously, as well. That's one of the only OTFs that I have, but this is really cool. Got the seatbelt cutter on the back side. All right, let's go ahead and just deploy it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This thing is fantastic. Man, I think just for what Takom charges for their OTFs a lot of the time, they do such a good job. I will say the proportions on this one look a little off. Looks like that's kind of a smaller blade for the handle, but not in a bad way. This handle it's big and feels good in your hand. You get a lot of room. The ergos on it are really nice. You don't really feel that seatbelt cutter on the backside, or the clip for that matter. You don't feel that at all. And you've got plenty of room to get up high here if you need to and get on there. Really not a lot of blade play. There's some side to side, but that's expected with a knife, any OTF like this, just a little bit back and forth. But this thing's pretty awesome, especially for where I'm assuming the cost is going to be, and I'm not really going to speculate until I'm able to take a look at it, because I've been wrong before. I will say, like, fix that right there. Fix that right there. Make those recessed. Make those recessed, because that's just annoying. Even on this side right here, make those recessed, because that's just annoying. I guess if you're trying to keep a slim OTF, there's probably less and less that you can put on the internal part of it, and you put some on the external there, but still, make those recessed as much as you can, because that's annoying. But other than that, this thing is pretty epic. You've got some really nice texturing on the scales as well. So this knife has got some really nice kind of dual pattern texturing. You can see there the lines coming up, and then kind of the grenade pattern as it comes across. Because like you got 6 pieces of hardware on either side, or I guess, sorry, 6 pieces on this side holding it together to the other side, and then just the 2 for the clip, depending upon which side you're gonna carry it on there. But this thing is fun. This thing is very fun. I like it a lot. I will say that. We're not really going to get too much into comparisons right now. Just kind of overall first impressions. The ergos feel fantastic on it. I like the clean look to it, just the black, and then the kind of we've got the satin hardware, and then a little bit of the matte finish to the like bead blast to the rest of the hardware there. Nothing like crazy flashy shiny about it or anything like that, but just clean lines, really nice. The chamfering is at like different angles as it goes across, and you've got these slight kind of like bellows as it comes through. Makes it really fit really nice in your hand as well. And if you're not going to deploy the knife, your thumb fits really nice up here, but then slides back easily for an easy deployment. That is, yeah, this thing was very, very well thought of as they put it together. And like I said, even these like angled chamfers as they come through just make that ergo feel so slim in your hand. I don't have calipers on me right now, but I'm assuming that this is not a very thick knife. It doesn't feel chunky by any means, at least. And it's because of the way that they're chamfered in there. I mean, it is thicker, but those chamferings, the way it's chamfered in like that, and fits and cradles nicely in there. I like this. This is the Grunt, I believe they said it was called. The Takom Grunt. Yeah, blade length 3.07 inches, handle length 5.19, overall length 8.26, blade thickness 0.12, hardness is between 59 and 60, blade material M390. Ooh, really? Is that so? Oh yeah, right there. Boom, M390. Sure enough, that's what it is. That's what it says. Handle material, aluminum. I could have guessed that as much. Manufactured by Best Tech. Sweet. Doesn't really have a price on this one right here as well. They're going to do a sheep's foot and a drop point for this one. So this is obviously the drop point right here, but they will have their sheep foot. If you've seen their like stubby, their OTF stubby, that's a drop point and a sheep's foot you can get on that one. Or maybe it's a Tonto and a sheep's foot. I think it's a drop point and a sheep's foot. I don't know. But it's probably going to be something similar to that. Just a much larger version, I would assume. This is nice. I like this a lot. I like this quite a bit. I'm starting to like OTFs more and more because of Takom. And primarily because of the price that they do. Takom is not charging an arm and a leg for their knives, and it's making me really think twice about OTFs and how many I should have in my collection, allegedly, because I live in a state that I could not theoretically own them, but if I were to own them, I would allegedly own some of those ones because they're nice and I like them. So yeah, we'll probably do a full video on the Tacom. This one, probably do a couple shorts with just to have fun and everything, but there's not much to this knife and there's nothing about it that really excites me, to be honest. So you will see something on the Tacom, probably not with the Best Tech, but feel free to check this out. Best Tech QU is going to be the name of that knife. You can go ahead and get a bunch more details. I'll probably put links to both of these down below if they're available right now, and then be on the lookout for the Tacom video in the future. Until next time, TTFN.